All right, let's get rid of this off this.
You won't wear one now, but you will wear one.
Uh,
Do I have to put the +1 in there for the ring of protection?
Yeah. Yeah, you have to
Okay.
add it to the deflection
Okay.
bonus.
I didn't see it coming anywhere, and I thought before I add it and find out it's there and I'm double adding it, I would
Yeah,
check.
pretty much all equipment, all feats, all stuff like that isn't automated. The only thing that really gets automated is the stuff that's buried in the class when you drag it on the sheet. Everything else you kind of have to do yourself.
Yep. I did that. Okay.
Pipes of Haunting. Where did we pick that up?
Let me see here. It might have been the Rat Warrens. Might have also been on Dr. Davalus.
And somebody who's not wearing a belt of dexterity might want that mighty constitution. It's at least one of those. Maybe one of the magic using types who don't have a big con save. If you hit points and an extra one to your saves.
yeah. The headband of vast intellect comes with a +2 skill. Do I pick that on my own, or is it
Yeah, I think so.
okay?
It's if it hasn't said it, I do that. It's supposed to come with one, but don't worry about it.
All right.
Let's see here. Who has the Pipes of Haunting?
I figured that Naughty would grab it unless someone really wanted it, because she actually now has Perform Wind.
Yep, go
Yeah, so
ahead.
she's the one with the pipes.
Yep. But if a player wanted it, that would take precedence.
I imagine if they're still on the sheet, nobody's really too eager to get in on that. See, maybe it
Or
was-
they're late.
Yeah, that's true. You know what they say, the early bird gets the worm.
Human Bane Rapier. Does that mean that's plus 2d6 against humans?
Yeah, and a plus an extra +2, so it's not +1, it's +3 against humans. I think it's mithril too. I might be wrong.
Boy, to have a swashbuckler.
Yep.
The toy of design papers. What do you design?
It's a design of toys. I think.
Okay, you can't use it to make anything.
No, unless you're a toy maker.
I want to grab one potion. Do I hold shift when I drag it? Does that work?
No, just drag one over. That should do it for you. There you go. Pipes of Haunting were somewhere down in the temple, I think, now that I'm one of the cabinets, maybe. I don't know.
If we have anybody who has no magic weapon or whatever, that +1 dagger at least will help. It's not a big weighty thing for the non-fighter types.
That's true.
I think everybody who's going to be wading in with stuff like that has all that stuff taken care of already.
I have no weapon.
There you go.
I will take the dagger.
There.
Just in case something gets close to me that's a vampire.
Right.
Exactly.
Now you can be-
And you can provide a dagger. You can provide a flank if you need to,
Yeah.
when you're forced to.
When I have to lead from the front.
Heaven forbid.
I was playing a D&D module, Living Greyhawk, and we had a barbarian who was 6th level, and the rest of us were all 3rd or 4th level. And he got critted by a fighter who was running away with a bow, and it did 32 points damage. He had 64 points. none of us, of the rest of us, had 30. So after he got hit, the mage runs to the front so he can get him in range to cast a spell. Then it's the barbarian's turn. He runs the other way. We all looked at him and said, "What?" He said, "Well, yeah, that hurt a lot." We said, "What do you mean? You have the best armor class, you have the best armor, and you got the most hit points." He finally compromised. He didn't run away, but he went up behind the mage. So I think I only had studded leather. I was a low-level fighter at the time, so I went and stood in front of the guy, just so he wouldn't get hit, because he had an armor class of 10 or 11 or something. And so the guy shot at me and missed. He rolled low, but I couldn't believe it. The barbarian had more hit points than anybody. He had an armor class that was at least 2 better than the next best. He ran away because he got hit.
Yeah, not much of a barbarian.
So, just in case you don't think you ever get into combat, when everybody else runs away, you may be left there holding a +1 dagger.
Yeah, you might be in combat. Well, he was in combat last week.
Yeah, he was.
He was duking it out with some of the Queen's physicians.
Not by choice, but yes.
He was holding his own.
Oh, he was. He was. And the +1 dagger would have made it even better.
Yeah.
What else is in there?
There's that belt of constitution.
There you go, Rando. I think the belt of constitution maybe found a home.
It sounds intriguing. Why not? Nobody else wants it?
If it's still on there, it's up for grabs, kid.
Belts.
Okay, I'm grabbing it.
All
I
right.
think there's 2 or 3 of us with belts of dexterity, and so you can't have 2 belts.
Well, if they had suspenders of mighty constitution, you might have a deal.
Make them up out of 2 belts, right?
Well, there's actually 2 of them out there, so if anybody else wants to take them.
Yep. There's also the amulet of natural armor as one of the armor class. If somebody wants that too, it takes the necklace slot. But we don't have very many necklaces yet.
And anybody want the headband of an inspired wisdom?
I think we've got a home for that as well.
Yeah. Only good for 24 hours after you put it on, but
No, it'll start right away. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to need it right away anyway. So
I'll just stow it and put it on when I need to cast alive spells. Okay.
Yeah, just put it on now and
yeah, put it on now.
yeah.
If you wait until you need it, you'll have to wait 24 hours. You have to run away from the bad guys for a day.
No, it's immediate, but it's it only lasts 24 hours. After that, it wears out until you stow it again from the description.
I don't think so.
Oh, there we go.
No, it's that.
I think
Yeah, I don't know what that description's getting at, but you're fine. It just bumps your wisdom up by 2.
Yeah.
I think the normal thing is it takes 24 hours of wearing it before it has effect. But after that,
to
you're
tune
good.
it.
Yeah, it's like a tuning.
They sort of say the opposite. That
Yeah.
grant layer enhancement bonus, and treat it as a temporary ability bonus for the first 24 hours of the headband is worn.
Yeah, just a temporary, and then after that, it's permanent while you're wearing it.
Oh, okay. I see.
I think that's what it means.
Ah, okay.
Either that or we've been playing it wrong for a long, long time.
Yeah.
Bands.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Rando, too, if you look on Darcel's sheet, right down at the bottom, you see an exciting new addition for your inventory, right underneath the Sahedrin medallion.
So that replaces my existing wagon?
No, that's your existing wagon. I just statted it up for you.
Okay, yeah, yes.
I'm not saying that we're going to need stats for the wagon, but if a red dragon strafes you on the road, I want to know how many hit points that bad boy has.
What you put bunting and flowers around it, or?
I'm going to leave that to you.
Yeah.
Where's he going?
Mask of the Mantis.
Oh, I see. Okay. I see what it did to me. All right.
Oh, okay.
The-
I'm already got a mask. Okay.
The Mask of the Mantis, I think, takes the head slot, like a headband or a.
Yeah. I gotta try out that Medusa mask sometime.
Let's see here.
Somebody should be taking some of those flasks of alchemist fire. I thought I hadn't taken any, but I already have some. Because there's alchemist fire and there's alchemist fire flask.
There's more
Give
masks
me a
there.
second pile of them.
Plague Bringer's mask. There's 6 of them out there. We could all take one.
I think it only prevents that one specific type of disease.
Yeah, blood veil.
Nausea and immunity to one specific disease.
I guess you could reset it. But those are the bird-like masks, and the mantis mask are the
Oh, yeah.
the red
yeah.
ones that the red mantis assassins were wearing.
You might want the incense of meditation, though.
Let's see here.
Ar-
Armor, belts, body, chest, eyes, feet, hands, head, and head. Okay, yeah. So there's 2 different slots: head and headband. So head is for circlets, crowns, hats, helms, hoods, and then headbands are the slot consists of bands, headbands, laurels, phylacteries, other non-head can be worn around the forehead. So if you want to rock a mask and a headband, you could do that.
The mask and the hat of disguise take the same slot.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We talked about that before.
Yeah.
The mantis masks are cool, but they're I think they're kind of evil. I think most of the masks in this game are kind of evil. There's the skin saw masks, the plague bringer masks, and the mantis masks so far.
The evil bad guys aren't wearing good things, huh?
No, and they're all wearing masks. Something's going on here.
Yeah.
Let me take some of that midnight wine in case there's a wedding that I'm having. Yeah.
There you
yeah.
go.
Oh, sure.
You might want to take those raised dead and restoration scrolls, too.
Yep. Anything that's cleric-y, grab it up. Same with I see Naz jumped in the room. Anything wizardy, grab it on up.
And Ratatouille or Mems or Alendro might want those smoke bombs.
Or you can sell them.
And
They are
tender
worth
twigs.
money.
Oh,
They
tender
are-
twigs. That's
Yeah.
just, yeah.
It's all money.
Yep.
6 of exotic incense. Now we'll sell that.
Now we've got those ones, so people want to take the remove disease, serious wounds, and sculpt corpse. Maybe not that one. Or Ratatouille might.
Yeah, you might. He
One
just
enemy
might.
dead.
And the fine mortician's tools.
No, I do weddings. I don't do funerals.
Yeah, I think Ratatouille does funerals.
Is there something
like the
special
costume.
about the glamored studded leather?
It's +1. And it's got a...
It's like disguise.
Yeah, you can make it look like anything.
Why not? I'll take another one of Cure Serious.
How many of them
Man.
were there? Oh, one. Okay, good.
Oh, come on.
I know. Sometimes when you try and grab something, the hand doesn't quite clutch.
Yeah, you gotta grab it in just the right place, I think.
Tell me about it.
All right, if nobody's grabbing the belt of Constitution,
Go get it.
Yep, it's the second one.
Might be good for sushi. Or it might be good for Sasha. I don't know.
yeah, throwing it on the sushi.
Yeah, if it's still on there, it's up for grabs. I would imagine the human bane rapier would probably go to Alendril. He's already got a mithril one, but I don't know who else uses rapiers.
The rogue does them best. So I know he specialized in kukris.
Kukris, yeah. All right, so what do you guys? Once the temple gets cleared out, you get the notes on the blood veil from the vampire Ramosga Archiminos. He releases his prisoner. He says, I've learned all I can from this man. Although his blood goes a long way towards providing the cure, you might want to keep him close. And in all the notes of the blood veil and stuff like that, this man's blood is useful in providing an antidote.
We make a copy of his notes.
Yeah, he's gonna just give them to you. He says, I've kept everything I need. I'm in a few more minutes, I'll be all packed up and ready to go, ready to leave this backwater burg. My work here is done.
Where are you going?
Ustalav. I work for the Count Tyriak. Perhaps you've heard of him.
Count Ruliak?
Tyriak. So he's Googleable. You can actually Google him. He's a big player.
Sorry, this is backwards. We have Yahoo.
You're going to do a dogpile search from 1998.
Ask Jeeves.
I haven't thought of that one in ages.
How does person get confused between MySpace and Facebook? And they yelled, "Don't post that on my face." Yeah. Because they got, anyway, it was hilarious.
Okay.
They were trying to say Facebook or MySpace and couldn't get either one correct. So they said MySpace. Yeah.
Spacebook.
Yeah.
So can we heal the guy a bit and get him out of here?
Oh yeah. He's not damaged physically. He's been poked and prodded quite a bit and asked a whole bunch of questions, but he hasn't been physically mistreated, and hasn't been drained or vampirized or anything like that.
Take him out of these labs and put him in the other labs.
There's
Alan, take a mithril chain shirt.
I don't know. He's got.
I think he did, but I can't remember.
He's got a mithril chain shirt already.
Okay. And does Mims? I don't know how that affects her spellcasting.
Yeah, she's got to stay au naturel. She's got to have like leather
or nothing,
or wood or something like that. So her armor's about as good as she can do right now.
Anybody interested in the smoke bombs?
Go get him, kid.
I don't have a dex, so, or do you need dex to use them?
I think you just have to hit a 5-foot space, which is armor class 5.
Yeah, they're not hard to use.
Yeah, okay. But, I've got like a -1 dex, so.
You could use them for the next wedding ceremony. Have the bride and groom emerge through the smoke.
Yeah. You have to do fort saves. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, make your fort save. It's the dwarven way. All right. The only other place that you didn't really see was the inner sanctum, so I will show it to you. There wasn't much else to it, and that's down the hallway past the double door, probably about another 100 feet or so. And it was a Long hall opens into a circular chamber, rising into a high dome. Several basins jut from the walls, ensconced with evenly spaced alcoves that circle the room. Each is filled to the brim with a unique liquid, blood, bile, milk, or other unidentifiable fluid. Each fills the air with its own distinct reek, creating a noxious, eye-watering bouquet. On the floor around the basin lie several small empty boxes carved with images of skulls. And I believe I put that.
And if we examine them, any theme or
The boxes are all. This is what they look like.
Nice.
and magical?
Yeah, quite. They're. That's how they transferred the. That's in the. In the party sheet, you'll see Death's Head Coffer. That's what that is.
I just thought it was a death head with a cold.
It's just for transferring the disease to an item, like silver pieces, for instance.
Oh, that's small. 4 inches by 4 inches by 6 inches.
Yeah, there's. You can only hold like 50 silver pieces.
Yeah.
Those fluids in the different chambers, that you think that's what the lady was inviting you to imbibe, so you could take on some of Urgathoa's plagues and die that way. Chose not to go that route. So there's a whole floor full of patients upstairs. There's some patients down here too. There's a couple still alive. Some of them got taken out by that one guy channeling energy. There's still a couple prisoners. All told, there's about 60 people that you can save and rescue.
Okay. The ones upstairs actually have the disease, or are they not?
The Verisians do not.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, they do not have the disease. But they are all marked for the Sihedron ceremony.
Oh, yeah. No, they all need help. I get that. We just don't need to cure disease. We just need helping.
Mm-hmm.
Healing.
We need to burn through some charges to heal them.
No, just have Darcy. Do you have any of your mass cures available? Are you out?
Where we are so far, it's been a long time since a rest, right?
Yeah. You guys are at the tail end of a.
Yeah, okay.
I cleared up my shit, so I forgot where I was at. I think I had 2 lay on hands left, which means I could do 1 channel. But
Okay.
Darcy's better at it, so I'll obviously heal to him.
Oh yeah, channels I've used up for the day. But yeah, I can use the wands.
If you can do 1 channel, they only need to get enough hit points to be able to walk and get out.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
So since I reset it after we leveled, I'm just gonna click it.
Yeah, that's
and
fine.
Apply that.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, just give me a. Yep. Oh, actually, it didn't get reset. It still had the lay on hands marked, so this is perfect.
Cool.
So I'm obviously not going to target anybody. So this works. I have to spend 2 lay on hands to channel energy like a cleric. So
Yeah, so you get a 30-foot radius. That's considerable.
that's how much.
You can give that back to all your teammates too. So
Yeah, obviously we gather everybody with it.
yeah, everybody gets back 11. Don't worry about it so much. There's not going to be any more fighting tonight, unless you guys spur on something. So let's just say it takes like 3 or 4 hours to clear out everything, to gather up all the stuff. You've got bodies to strip. You've got sick people to escort. Let's just say that you escort them over to the abandoned warehouse where you were holed up watching from your little hidey hole abandoned base, and you get gathering them up there. So between all that, it's pretty much daybreak is coming. By the time you guys are all fairly confident that you've searched everything and gathered up pretty much everything that you could. Citadel Volshianik, which is just down the street. There's people moving around and stuff like that. It looks like it's a hive of activity.
Let's go reporting.
Alrighty. So you get over there and you see that Cressida Croft is... she's kind of had like a little tete-a-tete with Verik Van Kaskerkin and 3 of his team. They're quite pleased to find Ron, R-U-A-N, not R-O-N, saved and up and around. He was the bard in their team. So they come over and they're hugging him and talking to you, and Cressida Croft has got a really worried look on her face. She was just detailing something with Verik and a couple members of his team. And she says, "We need to talk."
Well, let's do it. Let's find a place and chit chat.
Yes, let's go to my my inner sanctum. Verik, just wait out here. Don't go running off quite yet. I might not have the whole picture. Verik nods. She says, "You look a little worse for wear. Quite a night."
To us? Yes, it was a long night.
Myself as well. Some of the town leaders had an audience with Her Majesty. Let's just say it didn't go very well. Why don't you come in here and tell me first what you've been up to?
Can we find something that tied the Majesty to the other sisters or something?
Yeah, Dr. Davalus's little speech
Okay.
that you transcribed.
Well, we'll share that. You're not going to be able to reason with. What are they? Lamia?
Yeah, that's what you think they are.
Yep.
That's what the one was for sure.
And they were sisters, so.
Okay, so she says, "Well, okay, well, I'll tell you what happened with us." So it was myself, Marcus Endrin, the leader of the Church of Abadar, Sarah and Ray, Tal Fornails from the Academy. A bunch of us gathered for an audience with the Queen. The civic leaders, a couple judges. She was laying out her plans for the city. Once the plague had subsided and we had got a hold on things, she was discussing her plans for the different civil institutions and such, and just that she was about to say she was about to disband the Sable Company. Marcus Endrin took his badge off and flung it at her. As Endrin does so, he trembles. He reaches for his badge, but instead of handing it over, he throws it at the queen, striking her in the cheek. Everyone, the queen included, is shocked into paralysis for a few moments, long enough for Endrin to bellow out, "Your shameful reign ends now. Korvosa will be free again." And keep in mind that Marcus Endrin is a 13th level ranger. An instant later, his bow is in his hands, aimed at the still frozen queen. Endrin fires. His aim is true. The arrow strikes Queen Iliosa in the right temple, sinking deep into her skull.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yet she does not fall. With incredible speed, she regains her composure and yanks the arrow from her skull. Before blood from the wound has time to run all the way down to her jaw, she's standing before Endrin. Her free hand whips out, seizes him by the throat, lifting him up off the ground and holding him for all to see. An instant later, she stabs Endrin's own arrow up under his jaw and out of the side of his face with a spray of blood.
Ooh.
This is a young woman, 21, 22 years of age, queen, barely lifted a hand to lift a cup on her own. Now she's the strength of the strongest man I've ever seen. As Endrin's body crumples to the ground and Iliosa imperiously shakes the blood from her hand, she cries out in a strong, clear voice, "This shall be the fate of all enemies of Korvosa. Mark well his punishment. It is only the first." And then a moment later, one of her new... the new seneschal of the castle. You don't know precisely what he is. He's a wizard of some power. He teleported her away. We were the Grey Maidens all gathered around. The leader of the Grey Maidens is a ferocious warrior. Probably my equal. Probably Endrin's equal. There was also the presence of other unseen forces. I don't know exactly how she managed to gather all these resources in such a short period of time, but she has. And this wizard is using some sort of blood magic. He appeared out of nowhere, touched her, and they were gone before we even really knew what had happened. His appearance is horrific. He must weigh almost 500 pounds. So I made my way back here, and we've been trying to piece things together. Korvosa's dying. Strike that. Korvosa's being murdered, killed by our queen. The evidence that you've uncovered that links her to the plague is damning enough, but now that she's disbanded the Sable Company and reallocated her own funding to the Grey Maidens, she's more in control now than ever. I dare not move against her, as my guards will be executed to the last fighter by her Grey Maidens before sundown. But she must be stopped, and I know of no one else but you to do this deed. Whatever foul magic the queen has wrapped herself in is obviously of the highest order. Endrin's aim was true, and his shot should have dropped her. I had feared he was going to take matters into his own hands like this, but hoped he would find it within himself to find a better route. If only he could have waited. You see, just this morning, new information came to me. Vencarlo Orsini's been one of my most trusted sources of information regarding the public. It's hard for an officer of the Korvosan Guard to get honest opinions from the citizens, and Vencarlo's observations on these topics have been a godsend, particularly since the plague started. When the Queen quarantined Old Korvosa, I'd feared his messages would end, yet he managed to find ways to smuggle updates to me every day. Recently, he wrote of discovering something of vital importance regarding the Queen. He mentioned something about dark magic and a pact with an ancient evil. But until the events of last night, I found his claims difficult to believe. But even more astounding, he hinted that he found a lead on Seneschal Galapopoulos and implied the man still might be in hiding in Old Korvosa. The rumors about riots and gangs seizing control. Entire neighborhoods in Old Korvosa are disturbing. Certainly the plumes of smoke that we all see rising from fires on the island are proof that as bad as things are elsewhere, they're probably worse in Old Korvosa. I can see a time in the near future when the Korvosan Guard is disbanded as well. Even now, I lack the resources to mount my own investigations, which is where you come in. Trusting you may have been my best decision over the past several weeks, for your group holds the possibility of Korvosa's salvation. I ask that you leave this place and learn what you can about this ancient magic. Find a way to defeat the Queen so that Korvosa can be free of her reign of terror once and for all. I will send Verik and his team into Old Korvosa to see what they can learn of Vencarlo and Neolandis. Escape Korvosa before the Queen learns that you know of her secret. An unthought of foe is the most dangerous. I will do my best to play the part of beleaguered commander and muster whatever quiet resistance I can.
All right, that sounds like a good idea. We know that there's 3 sisters involved. We've killed one. It looks like that might be the second one. I think the third one is in Turtleback Ferry. So perhaps we should head there.
I'll provide whatever assistance I can. We've managed to gather together some items from the treasury. And I'll put those in the party sheet as well.
More stuff.
More stuff.
Even better.
It is. She's got 4 potions of cure serious wounds, 3 potions of lesser restoration, a wand of cure mod with 30 charges, and a wand of invisibility with 10 charges. In addition to that, she's given the party 7,000 gold pieces. That's 1,000 gold pieces each, but I put it in the gold piece section. And she's also offered up some of her men for the trip that you guys might be taking, if you have need of anything like that.
Sounds good.
You might be all right on the trip. It sounds like you may need the people here.
It sounds like somebody might have taken the leadership feat.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh, so we can make use. I get you.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, we don't have enough characters in the group. All right.
The more the merrier.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Bring them on. We'll be playing miniatures games soon.
Yeah, playing a war game.
Oh, no. I tried that once. All right. That sounds good. We might need to make a stop on the way. I think if we have money burning holes in our pockets, we might want to spend some to improve our chances in addition to the things you've provided.
How much money do we have?
Just in cash, you have about 8,000 gold pieces, almost 9,000, and in you want to grab up some items. Grab up all the magic items, even if you're not. Unless you want to sell it specifically. Maybe we'll just go over. We've got everybody pretty much here. Glamored studded leather. Anybody use that?
Nah.
Nope.
+1 human bane rapier. I'll put that on Alandril just in case, and then he can sell it. You can put it back on the sheet and sell it later if he doesn't want to use it. That sounds like an Alandril kind of thing. +1 leather, no. +1 mithril chain shirt, I think we're good for. Sawtooth sabers, 4 of them. They're good for sale. Anybody use a short spear? +2 breastplate. I think everybody's using mithril and stuff like that, so they don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it was +2 mithril, I'd like it. But
Yeah.
Yep.
The vicious scythe. Amulet of natural armor. Can anyone use that? Let's see here. Maybe Mims.
yeah, everybody can.
Yeah, everybody can. Somebody wants to grab that. Mim's got an amulet of mighty fists already, so.
Yeah. Alexis has an amulet already.
Okay, so yeah.
So, that one's one that if it's gonna if everyone's already using an amulet, then Nadi would say I could use it. But
Yep.
no, it would be. I don't think everyone has an amulet already. So
Who has an amulet of mighty fists?
Mims.
Oh, Mims does. Oh,
Yeah, she's
okay.
got a natural attack with her bite
Oh, good.
when she does her dragon morph. Yeah, Alendril's got the Sihedron medallion, so he's good. Yeah, there it is.
Somebody
Sushi
take some
or
of those
maybe
alchemist fire though, because they're great against swarms.
yeah,
And we're going to see more swarms. I've got quite a few myself.
Cloak of
Got it.
Fangs.
Belt.
I'm going to put the Cloak of Fangs on Mim's sheet because it's kind of sort of what she does, whether she can use it or not.
Yeah, I grabbed a Cloak of Resistance and
So-
tossed that one on.
Okay.
we're gonna have Darcel's cart, but also another cart, which will be good for carrying excess gear. Should we need a place to store some stuff?
Yeah, you
know,
definitely will for
so
sure.
we definitely.
Let's free some cash.
Is
Yeah.
anybody a carpenter?
Cloak of Resistance +2. Who's only got +1?
I only grabbed the +1, figuring somebody else would grab the +2.
Yeah. Mine's +1 as well.
Everybody +1. All right. Why don't we roll a d20? Everybody roll a d20, and whoever has the highest roll gets the +2.
So I can win a second one?
Do you have a +2? If you have a +2 already,
Yes, I
then
do.
yeah, then don't roll. All right, let's see
Roll for
here.
Alendril, or is he out?
Yeah,
of it 'cause
let me
he's not
see if Alendril's got one or not. I think he might already have one. Oh, he's got a Cloak of Elvenkind. He's good, and
here? Oh, he's good. Yeah, I can't
Yep.
have too close.
What,
all right.
What
So
did we decide about the amulet of natural armor?
go if Nadi can use it, put it on her.
Okay.
Sasha is the winner for the +2 Cloak of Resistance.
And I'll put the other one back.
All right, cool.
Anybody else need a +1?
All right.
+1 to all your saves, guys. So if you don't have a cloak, pick
I
one
think
up.
pretty much everyone has one by
Well,
now.
somebody's henchmen need it.
Nadia has one already.
Okay. I mean, we're not super heroes unless we have cloaks.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. You know who might need one is Vake Haskerkin. No, he's got a Cloak of Resistance already too.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
What about the rat's pet?
Can Sundancer wear it?
Uh,
That's a bit of a stretch. I'm just.
I think they can actually.
Yeah, I think they can.
I think so. I'm trying to think. Let's see. There's slots for animals. Let's see. Magic item slots for animals. Quadruped. Armor. Belt was the saddle. Chest. Eyes. Head. Headband. Neck. Shoulders. Wrist. Hooves. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Shoulders. Yep. You can. Sundancer can.
How about that?
It would almost be like a saddle blanket kind of thing.
Yeah. Horse. So where is it?
Anybody want to mess with the Flask of Curses?
I can't believe.
What does that do?
It's a curse. Okay, so it doesn't. It's not worth anything. It's just a cursed item.
Okay.
Let's just. I guess you guys are supposed to find it and use it and get cursed.
Get cursed.
Master of the Mantises. I'm going to save it for sale. Let's see what else are we looking at. Potion of Barkskin +4. That's a decent one. Anybody who doesn't have natural armor.
That's what someone should carry for conditional.
Yeah, anybody not have an amulet of natural armor.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, there you go.
I was going to say, if nothing else, put it in the group loot because
Yeah.
that's something you can't get when you need it.
Yep. We want it for specific.
Yeah, why don't we? How does this assignment thing work? Has anybody DM'd with that? I've never Maybe just group. Do I just type in group and you can keep it? I don't know. I don't want to hit it
We
and then.
Stick it on
make up
someone's
something called
inventory.
cart.
Could stick it on somebody's inventory and then put it back once you're done. Once you sell.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, put it on Sundance or something like that.
Yeah, because it'll be easy to grab back. 'Cause
Yeah,
there's
you'll
so little.
know which ones are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
So which
idea.
one is it?
Potion of bark skin +4.
Okay, I'll take that back.
Oh, you got no. That's good, Gar. So you hang on to that.
Okay.
There's potions of bull strength, cure moderate wounds, cure serious wounds, remove disease, lesser restoration, poison. The robo bones you'll be selling. There's a couple of them on there.
These keys. Oh, we need to keep those? Or?
No.
Okay.
Short swords. There's some wands. Animate dead. Let's give that to Ratatouille.
So were you going to take all 3 of the smoke bombs? You only grabbed 1.
Yeah, I only grabbed one. Sure, I'll take all the rest. Have some
We
fun
can sort
with
them
it.
out later if we need to.
Yeah. Wand of Cure Mod. Wand of Invisibility. I'll put the Sculpt corpse on Ratatouille too. He seems to be into that sometimes.
Yeah, I've got 2 wands of cure mod, but I guess you.
Yeah,
Never.
they never go bad. And Mims was also got one with. She was using a lot of charges too. So
If you got one, Randy, if you got one with a low mount, put it down there and I'll pick it up.
What
Okay.
one was I supposed to grab?
I'll throw my 6
Um,
charges.
the potions.
Bark skin? I don't see it. Someone else to grab.
Yeah, he did. The cure moderate wounds, cure serious wounds, remove disease. All
Yeah, I'm
those
not going
ones.
Whack-a-doodle.
Yeah.
Okay, I put my my wand with 6 charges out there for anybody who wants it.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put that on Mim's sheet.
Yeah, spread the wands out. Alexis has a wand to cure light wounds, but is likely to not use it during combat. Should be hitting things, but
Well,
you could
it's
definitely
not.
use it other times.
Normally that'd be true, but if it's a matter of you're the closest one and the only
Yeah,
one who can save
Yeah, having that ability is there. Yeah, absolutely. Right. Versus not having it at all. Yeah.
So does Mims have one as well?
Yeah, she's good. She's
Okay.
got about 35 charges between the two.
Okay, can I have the one with the least amount?
Sure.
Because I can also use a wand.
Yeah, cool.
And then
There you go.
again, the only time I'm going to use it if we're stuck.
Yeah, for sure.
Where is it?
So these potions cure
Yeah,
moderate
there you go.
wounds and cure serious wounds. I'm sticking them on Sundancer for the time being.
Yeah, just
Or
stick them on
someone
for the time being.
Okay.
Same with
Do your job, horsey. Carry our stuff.
I'll take the other Hexal Ginsons.
Either Ratatouille or Alandril will want the wand of invisibility.
or even Sasha.
Oh yeah, Sash, you can use it too.
Yep. Sasha, Nadia.
Yeah.
Remember.
Have somebody take it, and if you're not using it, put it back on the party sheet later on. Then we
She
can.
learned
Okay.
her lesson.
I got
When
it.
invisible, stay invisible.
All right.
Right.
Even
That's
if you
right.
think you're gonna kill, even if you think you got that final kill, you don't.
All right. So I'm going to say, without a rest, you guys head out of town. There's a little distraction going on this morning as you guys are heading back to the inn to think about paying your tab and taking a rest and stuff like that. There's a distraction in the sky. There's like a bunch of imps are fighting a running battle with a bunch of almost like a pseudo dragon sort of dragon that is native to the area, and there's hundreds of them, and people are out and they're watching the sky and stuff like that. It makes a perfect moment to gather your gear, gather who's coming with you, and slip out of Korvosa almost unseen. So you have to travel through the day, injured, tired, but you get I imagine you're making your way to Janderhof first.
That was our goal, to do some shopping, right?
Yeah, I believe
It was
so.
a little out of the way, but we wanted to. We didn't think we could really spend a lot of money on anything non-mundane in town.
I have, yeah, exactly. I have the map here, which I will send out to everyone.
All right, I pulled out all the potions and stuck them on Sundancer for a moment, just for the so as to clean up the party sheet,
Excellent, thank you.
and then we'll stick them back.
Why is-
Okay. As far as the wands go, if we still have multiple wands, give one to Alendril too, because he has a couple levels of ranger. He can also use them.
Yep. Okay, cool.
He has 2 levels of ranger. I was just asking him. I got the answer.
Why can't I send that map out to him? Oh, I hit the wrong button.
You hit close game, didn't
I
you?
did. I collapsed the room. Let me restart it. God damn it. I was trying to send the map out to everybody, and I had it increased in size, and I hit the wrong button. Sorry about that.
So it wasn't God damn it. It was DM damn it.
It was. It was Queen Ilios' wrath. So while we're doing this, Ray, why don't you enlighten the guys about your little retinue?
Yeah, she's been doing some recruiting. You know, they took the leadership feat. That's why Nadia is a part of the group. But I declined to really pursue the followers, you know, because they're going to be low level. You don't need them, and they would have all died in that last battle we did, you know. And the whole intent for having those followers isn't to drag them into battle. It's just to have his support. So now that we're out of that and time's going by a little bit, I guess we've inspired people, and they've decided to follow us instead of staying war-torn Korvosa. So a few of them that might catch your eye would be, well, one of the clerics from the Temple of Sarenrae has decided to join us. And some of y'all may recognize Mr. Blaze. So he, because of her leadership score, is actually a level 2 cleric. So his goal and mission in life is to keep the rest of the followers alive. And not really, you know, he's not going to be following us around. He's going to basically keep them alive. But anyway, I thought some of y'all might find that fun that Blaze made a return.
Well, you got people now to polish your armor when you get back to camp.
Yeah,
That's what most of these are going to be doing, is because obviously it's NPC classes, not player classes. So
Yep.
We got
Gain
let's see.
skills.
yeah.
Yeah.
So setting camp, breaking camp, caring
Right,
for the
right.
caring for the mounts, taking
one
care of
guy's
the
gonna be fully invested in Ferry or groom, and one guy's carpenter, one's a blacksmith, one's a chef. You know, one's an
Well,
herbalist.
aren't you spoiled?
Yeah. Well, you know. So
One's a sous chef.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cost
So
the
I
whole
got
fee.
three open slots that I'm still working on. I don't have like names set yet, but one's going to be an archer, a scout, and then an open slot to see what we record after that or need. You know, maybe we have a blacksmith and a carpenter. Maybe we need a seamstress or something like that for flags. Or I don't know. Fix your clothing.
Flags? We're gonna have
So-
flags?
Yeah, we're gonna have flags.
So you need someone to
I like the idea.
polish your
Yeah.
badges.
That's
I
right.
like the idea of flags.
So that's the goal. But like I said, it's a work in progress, and I want to do more than just. You know, I have 10 followers, and they're just nameless faces, blobs behind us. So they're gonna each have like a little bit of quirky personalities or whatever. It's like our chef is a halfling, and her name is Deborah Smallfoot.
She's got
Ha ha ha.
a 6-page backstory.
Yeah. So, anyway, the way I figured is this character's probably was cooking for us at the inn every time we slept there, and then decided, "The hell with this, I'm out." I won't follow you guys. I don't like this town. It's on fire, right? So that's that kind of thing. So
Well, I suspect they'd be all happy to get out of Korvosa right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
right,
with the plague raging and all that stuff. Yeah, for sure.
And he was telling us about the guard having kind of, I mean, I wouldn't say it's collapsed, but it's like having problems. And so two of the guards joined us, and that's Hans and Franz. So the idea is to have fun with it a little bit and not try to break the game. The last thing I want to do for anybody is monopolize 100 years of turn on actions on every one of these little guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
for
that's
sure.
that's definitely not
Another development too is Verik Van Kaskerkin's team was going into Old Korvosa. Orik is going to join them. Orik's going to take over as the leader of that squad. So it's going to be Orik Van Kaskerkin, Verik Van Kaskerkin, Grau Soldado, Rao. I forget Ron's last name, and Ishini, the cleric of Abadar. So there's two fighters, a fighter rogue, a bard, and a cleric. And ostensibly, they're going to run the city part of Curse of the Crimson Throne in the background. So if you guys ever want to know what's going on in Korvosa, you've got a contact in there.
Okay. I assume he knows we're not going to pay him anymore.
Yeah, he's off the payroll. He's other than
magic items, so he should be happy to be.
Yeah, other than grabbing a couple magic items, you guys didn't really pay too well. He's seen all the booty that you came away with, and he's like, "Fuck! If I had 1/8 of that, I could retire."
Well, he had a couple items. We gave him a couple items.
Yeah, he got a few things actually. He got a ring of protection, a cloak of resistance, some banded mail armor, and a +1 bastard sword. So he did okay.
He did better with us than he did with what's her face.
Yeah, Nualia for sure. Yeah. Absolutely. He's happy that the room is back up. Yeah, he's happy that he made the choice that he did. He doesn't regret it. But he's going to stay and help his brother. And maybe see if he can get a lead on Vencarlo Orsini and Neolandis Kalapopoulos.
So I was looking how to stat these guys up, and the barmaid template actually has proficiency in frying pan as a weapon. I thought that was hilarious. So
Yeah.
I'm absolutely taking that. Cool. So if you don't mess with little Debbie's could hit you in the head with a frying pan, and she's be proficient at it.
Is she married?
There's an Asian variant with a wok.
There we go. Okay.
We can go in now?
Yeah, we're good. We're back up and running. Sorry about that, guys.
Oh, I would have done it 10 times already.
I thought I was clicking the corner of the map. I was clicking the corner of the room.
Well, you cooked it really well, too.
Yeah.
They do that all the time. And so if you're the ranger, you gotta find your passing on. Really keep the quality dangerous scoring opportunities. Another giveaway. Pressure is coming. There has to be a little more speed, a little more urgency. One more example.
Unload.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in my room. I should trim it, but Every time I do that, I find out I need something or I use something from
That you
somewhere.
just trimmed, yeah.
Yeah, I use something from somewhere that I need to reload it.
There we go. I'm good.
All right. So take this map and put it in one of your hot slots. That's the best map I can find for Verik.
Good. Remind me again how to do that. Bring it to the hot slot.
So you take the little item up in the top left corner where it says drag record link, and then just drag it down into one of your hot slots.
Okay.
Number 1 to 12.
Yeah. The map was too big. It was covering everything. That's what was the problem.
Okay.
Threw me out of the game.
After you got in?
Yep, you're back in. Yeah, that was my fault, Randy.
All right.
Like I said, I do think that's a neat effect, though, that cloud misty effect.
Yeah, it's just it's a built-in effect for the game room.
Yep.
Oh.
So on the first day when it's raining, I can make it rain. That kind of stuff.
I was convinced you spent hours making this happen.
No. Oh, look at this. We got a blizzard. Oh, my God.
Now I have to make my survival roll.
Yeah. It could actually be a blizzard. It's early in the year. So let's see. We're on the 8th of Abadius. So day 1. Bedraggled. A bit of snow falling down Korvosa. We got the flight of imps and pseudo dragons fighting one another. They're called fairy dragons. Actually, I think they call them house dragons in Korvosa. The story behind that is the imps are a lot of it is leftover stuff from the academy, escaped familiars, abandoned familiars. And then over the last 300 years, they've built their own little population, and they have an enmity with the house dragon population, which is like a little kind of fairy dragon. And a couple times every year, they have big battles over the city. So under the cover of that, things going on. Everyone just kind of stops for a few minutes and is looking up. Your wagon train exits Korvosa. You start making your way. If you look on the map, you'll see a little Sihedron symbol.
Mm-hmm.
You can move that as you see fit. That's you guys can travel at 1 hex a day. 1 hex is 25 miles with your carts and the amount of people that you have. And there's things that don't move that fast, like Gordon Gecko's not great for overland travel. So he'll maybe stick
in the cart.
Stick to the side of a cart or something like that.
That's right to the side of the cart. I like that.
So you're not moving at like 60. You're moving at 30. So 30 will get you about 25 miles. So you can get roughly today. Yeah, if you want to go either that or if you want to go straight up to Harse and then you'll follow the road. You know that there's
Okay.
Yeah, you go to Harse and then you can overnight in Harse on the second night. And then from there up to Janderhof. So let's do the encounters for the first day. I won't do all of them, but and then the first night, well, you guys are all right. We've got an encounter. I don't think the Korvosa encounters are too scary. Let's see what we rolled here. The very first one, some horses. So if you want, you can capture 3 horses. Do you have a horse expert in your retinue? Alexis?
I do. His name's Mr. Ed.
All right.
Eddie Edison is his name, but everyone calls him Mr. Ed because he's good with horses.
Say we use
had him out though, so I haven't gotten to him yet. But he's only level 1, so it's going to be not game breaking numbers.
Okay. So we'll say that you guys spend about an hour and you get yourself 3 free horses. It's going to take a little time to break them in and stuff like that, but
Yeah, for flavor, I vision this guy being like the guy about shrimp in Forrest Gump. Like he tells you everything there is to know about horses, and that's pretty much all he talks about.
awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So let's.
Well, I can try and help break him. I've got a right of 10.
All right. There you go.
Well, I can break them all right.
So we want to make rolls, or we're going to just call it good?
Just call it good. I'm good with that. And then the second night, second day clear sailing, you get the Harse. Let's see here. Add log entry overnight in Harse. I would say probably for the lot of you, we'll call it a gold piece each for all the party members, and so we'll just say it's probably close to what, like 30 people between the horses and
Retinue?
retinue and all.
The way I understand it is the leadership folks don't count as party loot.
No,
That's
but you have to you got to pay for them to stay at hotels and.
Oh, gotcha.
Stuff.
That should be my responsibility, not everyone else's, right?
Well, I look at it
We're
like
all
this,
gonna
where
take
they're
something,
looking.
that's fine.
Yeah, they're setting camp and breaking camp and doing work and cooking for everybody, and all that stuff. So,
Okay.
so let's say every time you guys stay in a town, it's 30 gold pieces a night, and then I'll just take it off the party sheet, and then once we get to Janderhof, we'll split up the big stuff. Harse is I think about 800 people, and it's mostly like a caravan way stop. It's like a gateway between Janderhof and Korvosa and the string of towns to the northwest. Palin's Cove is a relatively big town, and Veldrain, but you've kind of bypassed them. Those are direct holdings of Korvosa. You're not sure if Queen Ilios's grasp has extended that far yet. So you get the Harsh, you spend the night. The next night, so the next 3 days to Janderhof. So you say you arrive in Janderhof on the 12th. And then what we'll do there, they find out that you're from Korvosa under questioning. And they've heard about the plague. And they do a quick detect disease. They've got clerics there. This actually might be your hometown, Darcel. This is a Dwarven Sky Citadel from 10,000 years ago. We got the big outer curtain wall, and you go through a tunnel, and then everything's under the mountain in Janderhof, and it's a population around 10,000.
Home sweet home.
Here we go. So this is the area where I'm going to sell everything in the party sheet. So if there's last call. All right.
Well, we pretty much get work, right?
All right. So I was pretty.
Did we get the portions of the alchemist's fire out?
I don't know. If you didn't, you have to buy some more.
Okay.
So it was. I was pretty close. 8,135 gold pieces each. There was a 1,000 gold piece reward from Cressida Croft, and around 7,000 in loot.
Oh, you dispersed that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Let's see.
Should be to everybody.
Yep. Checking my inventory. Okay, there we go. Yep. That's good. I got money.
I'll get rid of all those keys and stuff like that. I don't need them anymore. You turned over the
So-
Dr. Davalus notes on Varisian immunity and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
The notes in the Blood
Yep.
Veil.
Yeah, so they can make a cure. Yep.
Yeah, they're working on that right now. So, all right, good. All right.
Do you want me to put those potions back in the party sheet for everybody to grab?
Yeah, you can if you want. Yeah, now that the loot has been distributed.
Good job. Here's the carrot, Sundancer, carrying that stuff.
So you're in Janderhof. I imagine you want to have equipment enhanced. So looking over the rules, it's basically 1,000. It's a day for every 1,000 gold pieces. So that's roughly how long you have to spend in Janderhof.
Okay.
Who's upgrading weapons and armor and wondrous items?
I'd like to upgrade my breastplate to +2.
Okay. So you just pay the difference.
It's $4,000 and I'll find out what. I'm pretty sure it's $4,000 extra for 1 + 1 2.
I think so too. So that would be 4 days. So we're roughly looking at a 4-day stay, unless anybody has any upgrades that are bigger than that. Business like this doesn't come around every day for merchants and stuff like that. So once they find out that you guys are buying and selling in vast quantities like this, they put you up in Janderhof for free.
Yeah, they're going to make enough money.
They're going to make tons of money off you guys. Basically, they just made $50,000 off you guys. Because the half sale was 56,945. That's 50%. So they made $50,000.
All right.
So how many days are we staying here to upgrade?
At least 4. Don't worry about the money. They're going to take care of you while you're here. You guys are like high rollers now with all the stuff that you're buying.
What stuff can we buy here? Up to how much gold piece?
It's a population of 10,000, so it's extensive. Whatever you can afford, I'm pretty sure it's good.
Okay, I would like a Sphere of Annihilation.
If you can afford it, you can have it.
Party, let's all pull together. And
I don't think it's about $100,000 or something, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know what they are in this. Let's have a look. It's all fun and games till someone takes that from you.
And uses it against us?
Yep. Oh, it's an artifact, so there's no price on it. Free. They're free.
yeah, I'm always wondering, like, what person sells the scroll of dominate person and then isn't worried that they're going to get dominated?
Yeah, exactly. It's like the guy who sells guns in the good and bad and the ugly.
Yeah.
You show me your guns, and then show me the bullets, and then I'm just gonna rob you.
So to upgrade your amulet of natural armor from +1 to +2, off the top of my head, I'm not looking at the sheet. Does anybody know what that cost would be?
I think it's 3,000 extra, but I can double check it. I think it's 4,000 for a +2 and 1,000 for +1. Let me just double check.
So that's upgrading our current one.
Yeah. So Amulet of Natural Armor is 8,000. Natural Armor +1 is 2. So 6,000 more.
Okay. And the Cloak of Resistance from 1 to 2?
1 to 2 is probably the 4,000. Let me check.
I imagine it's similar, if not the same.
Yeah, I think it's half.
Oh, that'd be better. Because it's saved, not armor. Yeah, so it's a different thing.
Yeah, Cloak of Resistance +1 that's the one that's 1,000. So +2 is probably 4,000. So that's 3,000 is the difference.
All right, I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Too. So I need 7 days. Unless we are moving sooner than that.
No, it's like we'll just do the highest amount total. Like
Okay.
So if you had like 4 and 1, are you upgrading one 6,000 more? Or 4,000?
4 and 3. That's
Okay, so
7.
4 is the highest. So 4
Okay.
is the most.
Yeah, and I'm choosing to do the resistance because it's a tabard
Yeah.
versus the cloak, and specifically with the Saren Ray designs on it.
Yep.
I don't think that's going to be a common.
No,
number
it
to find.
keeps
So,
your
yeah.
cloak thing free.
I like the flavor of my character,
Yeah. And it also
Yeah.
keeps your cloak slot free.
Yeah. For something else. I don't know what. Alrighty. I still have some money. I got to spend some money to stat out the carts and the mundane supplies and all that, which I'll get back to you later.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. So we've got
nothing crazy. It's like everyone's got their standard gear and food and that kind of stuff. So
Actually, the +1 to +2 armor is 3,000 extra.
Okay. So we still got the highest 4,000
Yep.
4,000 is going to be the most. So 4 days. Anybody buying anything for more than 4,000?
I might be buying something for 5. Just got to check it out.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I kind of like the idea of getting something that improves charisma.
They have you have a headband slot free.
Yeah, sure do.
That is a.
Yeah, I believe it's like a headband of charisma.
Yeah, alluring charisma is 4,000 for +2, +4 I think is 8. Nope, 16.
Yeah.
Pardon.
So these temporary bonuses to charisma don't impact leadership score, right? Because I could always take it off, the score would drop. And that would be weird to have someone there be like, "Oh, I can't follow you anymore because you're."
The temporary bonus is just for the first 24 hours. After that, it's so it would affect your score.
But
your score would go up by 1.
Yeah, I won't worry about that right now. Just stick with the 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the difference between 13 and 14?
I didn't even look at the
There's
chart.
probably a couple people.
It can't be more than 2 people without looking at the chart. So.
We know where we're going next.
Yeah.
Gonna be inside, outside.
You are going. The plan is, I don't know if you have the map or not. I'll send it out.
I don't. Can you put it for me?
For sure. There you go. So there's the map. If you go to the far right, you can see the little Sihedron symbol. That's where the party is. I'm going to ping where the final destination is, Turtleback Ferry, which is right there. So
Go ahead, sorry.
it's okay. You're spending some probably close to a week or so in Janderhof, which is almost like it's in the Dwarven Sky Citadel. So it's like a big city underground. And then you've got roughly 3 days back to Hars, 2 days to Basilweef, a day to Melfish, and the days between where you land at a small town, you can just stay in the town. So you've got a couple nights overnight outside, and then town, and then overnight outside, and then town, and then 3 or 4 days overnight before you get to Turtleback Ferry.
While we're spending so much time in town, it's a rather big town. Can we spend time trying to gather information, see what people know about Turtleback Ferry?
Sure.
See if there's any rumors or facts, or people coming from there or not coming from there. It might be notable, something like trade routes going up there or whatever there is.
Yeah, you learn that there's a road. The road from Janderhof goes to Hars, and then it follows the river to Basilweef. Makes its way up to I think the northern side of the Mush Fens and the Fenwall Mountains to Ilsurian, and then there's a trail that follows the north or the east side of the river, all the way up to Turtleback Ferry between the river and the Ashwood. You know that the road's pretty well maintained, and that Turtleback Ferry is a holding of Magnamar, not Korvosa. Oddly enough. You learn that there's a fort there of Magnamar outfits a fort of rangers called Fort Rannoch. What else would they know about it? It's a small town, kind of on the edge of the wilderness, probably about 25 miles south of the Storval Plateau, on a lake. Let's see here. There's about maybe 500 people live there. It's pretty rustic. The lake is called Clay Bottom Lake.
So when we cleared and we reloaded the game,
Yes.
all of the things I had on my function keys disappeared. I had like 7 or 8 things stashed down there, and now I have none.
Yeah.
So if you could reshare the map, I'll re-put it in one of these slots. But
Absolutely.
I don't know why it would just have cleared it all.
I don't either. I'll reshare it. There we go.
That's strange. It didn't clear mine.
Yeah, I may have clicked something, and if I did, I don't know what I did to make that happen. But
Well, it wouldn't be the first time I've done that. So
yeah,
Yeah, me too. Like I say, this is the only map we'll need for a while. So
okay.
Very good.
So I did buy something that's 5,000
okay.
as well.
All right. I will tack a day onto your stay.
Do you want to put the headband of thing in the description, or do you want me to just make it up, type it up in the inventory?
I will put it in the party sheet. Headband of Charisma +2.
Yeah.
There you are. Anybody need anything put in there?
No, they have.
Did I identify it for you? I don't think I did. I will, though.
Magical headband. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this?
So let's identified. Yes. Nope. Identified. There we go. There you are. Anybody else need anything? Dragged and dropped
I'm
over.
gonna get a headband of intellect +2.
Okay.
I'm looking to see what else to spend my cash on.
Did we loot that and temporarily give it to him while he was?
Yeah, I think somebody might have taken headband of intellect. Let's see.
Who's got a headband intellect?
Let's see here.
I took it.
Oh.
You want it? You can have it if you
That
need it.
helps.
Huh?
Oh, that would be all my damage on my bombs and my spells are int based.
All right, let me put it back in the part. I took it so that I could increase the sneak, but I'll just pull it back off.
Oh, perfect. Now I can get something else. Yummy.
Oops. I just duplicated it in my inventory.
I think.
There we go.
I think.
So let me back it out. If that's the case, maybe I'll buy a headband.
I'm just going to check Orik to make sure he didn't have anything stashed away that he shouldn't have had. Sometimes I did that too. That's where we got the hat of disguise from. No. Okay. Yeah, the headband of intellect is in the party sheet. Thank you, Alex.
Yeah. It was fun while I had it. Didn't get to go to a team trivia contest yet.
Well, actually. So what I'll do is give you some overnights. And we'll get you everybody healed up. See how many overnight rests it actually takes. Still a little bit of damage out there 4 days later. Not bad. Not bad, final encounter. Well done.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think what else I could tell you about Turtleback Ferry. It's a pretty nondescript little place. There's a couple merchants that go there from time to time. They don't recommend it. So the nicest thing about that is the gambling barge they have out on the lake. Seems to be a new feature.
Is a handy haversack available for purchase?
Oh, absolutely.
Great.
So let's see here.
Gambling day.
Party sheet. Rise of the Runelords. There we go. Handy haversack. Already identified for the low price of 2,000 gold coins.
Excellent. 200 platinum it is. Now that's gonna help a little bit.
The reason why they call it Turtleback Ferries, they have several ferries that are carved out of the giant turtle shells, like 30, 40 feet across. They make barges out of them, and one of the ones that wasn't getting used got commissioned in to be some kind of floating casino. Called the merchant says he thinks he remembers they're calling it the Paradise Club, or the. So that was a new feature that was a few months ago that he was there. It was the only interesting thing that he really recalled from Turtleback Ferry. It's better than the old Smoky Inn that he used to have to stay in.
Heard anything else about any diseases or any kind of problems north or south?
Yeah, there's you guys are from Korvosa, aren't you? What's going on with the plague there? I hear the town's in mayhem after the death of the king.
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of
You're actually
unrest.
You're actually one of the first groups to get to Janderhof ever since the death of the king. There's a couple of merchants early on, but hasn't been much since then. Hasn't been a lot of traffic. What sort of plague? Like a filth fever kind of thing, or?
Yeah, there's plague going on, a lot of unrest, a lot of political unrest and the like. You don't hear much of that here, right?
Not too much, really. I mean, we haven't got a lot of news. Like you say, the death of the king. I imagine Cheliax will. Normally, what they do when the king passes on, if he doesn't have any heirs, Cheliax chooses a new king, and they have the little infighting in West Crown, and then they kind of take over. But something about a new queen. The queen has made her stake. Something to that effect, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, there is a new queen. Do you know anything about the new queen?
Not really. She's young and apparently quite beautiful.
They tell me.
Everybody thinks that young queen, old king. There's always that sort of insinuation, but
Oh yeah.
you were there. Is she as beautiful as they say?
Didn't get to see her. We didn't get an audience, strangely enough.
Well, I'm kind of surprised with the amount of gold that you guys are throwing around.
We saw her. Yeah, very attractive. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
From a distance,
Say no
yeah.
more.
Well, you're lucky to get out before anybody got sick.
Yeah, we figured that too.
What's your business up at Turtleback?
Wow. Well, see what else we can get. What mischief we can get into.
Well,
Korvosa's had a lot of mischief. We decided to get out of town.
Moving away from the plague.
there's not a lot of mischief up at Turtleback Ferry unless you're heading out into the woods to battle some ogres.
Have ogres become a problem?
Ogres have always been a problem.
Is there a reward for remedying said problem?
I think the rangers mostly take care of that and keep the immediate vicinity. The rangers up at Fort Rannick.
Don't know them.
Yeah.
Fellows?
Black Arrows, I think they call themselves.
Oh yeah.
Ran across a couple of them while we were up there last time. They were kind of an ornery bunch, a little uncivilized. This is a dwarf that you're talking to, by the way.
The Rangers, what did you expect? Eh?
Yeah, they're kind of uncouth, a little wild. The fort they seem pretty proud of. I can't imagine it being any marvel of modern engineering or anything like that, but they seem to think it's pretty impervious. So, who am I to tell them any different?
True.
No Sky Citadel, I'll tell you that.
That's this guy said.
Reach, brother.
The Sky Citadel is where you are.
No. Okay.
Yeah, Janderhof is one of the 7 dwarven Sky Citadels. And this is the only one that has survived since the very beginning without being overrun by orcs.
So you're, I'm assuming you're quite proud of the fact that you still managed to survive here. Can't be easy.
Survive, thrive.
Well, thrive works too.
Yeah. So
Do you have any? You don't have any companions though up at Turtleback, I guess, because they're with the Rangers and.
oh no, it's a backwards place. I don't. But we get some mundane supplies. Make a 2-week trip there and back. A couple times a year. It's good for business. The town's along the way too. If it wasn't for the roads, we wouldn't bother.
Well, the roads, yeah, I guess it's pretty rough to get up there now. Do you travel by road? Or you travel by
No, cart.
part?
Yeah, cart. The Harse, Basilweef, Melfish, Biston, Ilsurian, and then it's a 3-day trek along the road between the Ashwood and the river.
Anything happening in the Ashwood?
As always, got to be careful. Monsters, that sort of thing.
Yeah. That sounds. Yeah. Well, they may stay away from us. We've got a fairly large group.
Yeah, that's what we do too. Big enough bunch of people that have to be pretty foolish to take on groups of 20 or 30.
You'd think so. Although some creatures just don't learn.
And some are powerful enough that it doesn't matter. But nothing really. Probably made the trek a dozen times. Never really had any major difficulties.
Oh, good. Okay.
They say the Clay Bottom Lake, I think, is the biggest danger in the area. There's apparently gar the size of a ship, and some sort of dragon creature they call the Black Maga. I don't know if it's a local legend.
Yeah, sometimes those local legends are true, though. That's a problem.
Not a problem for us here in Janderhof.
Yes, not.
All right, so let's.
Well, it's me done.
Anybody else need to buy anything or fix up the sheets or anything like that, or let's continue.
Saving all my money.
All right,
Like Cuba 4.
Okay, excellent.
Gotta buy a deck of many things. Don't have enough.
Oh, you might find something like that along the way. Let's see here. So 3 days back to Harse puts us at the 20th. I'll just keep a little track. Nothing along the way. I didn't roll any encounters for that part of it. So 3 days back to Harse. 2 days to Basilweef. A day to Melfish. A day to Biston. These are all fairly small towns, somewhere between 250 and 1,000. Each has their own little individual character and stuff like that. You get a brief glimpse at, and then when you get to Ilsurian, you have to pay a small fee, cross the river via ferry to stay in Ilsurian for the night. So let's see here, and then from there it's a 3-day stretch to Turtleback Ferry. And there's no inns in between or anything like that. So 3 days in the wilderness, about 75, 80 miles. So you head out the first day. The second day, I'm going to throw up a map for no particular reason. And you guys can lay out your camping situation.
Okay.
Yeah. I did roll an encounter. This was the one.
Yay.
Of course.
So feel free to get your
Dragon.
spell set and that sort of thing.
Dang it.
So the things I bought, I upgraded the armor, and I bought a Dusty Rose Ioun Stone, and I placed it in my Wayfinder.
Rampa, the things you own eventually start to own you.
I know.
All right,
I threw a
excellent.
light spell so I could see the map.
Yes, let's get some light. Let's turn the light off. There we go. This is going to take place at nighttime, but I'm not going to worry about that shit.
Since we're traveling in enemy territory, so to speak, or unknown territory, I will sleep with my armor on.
Okay. It's light armor. You good?
Yep.
Are we doing watches?
I would imagine there's watches. I would imagine in this little area where I've dropped you down, you guys have set up a camp with maybe a perimeter. You probably have a watch on all the 4 cardinal directions or 3 different areas where you might go in and out. You have enough people to do shifts of several.
Mm-hmm. But anyone in the Stratpair crowd is told that they are not to be combatants. They are to get us and hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's. What we'll do is we'll roll initiative for everybody, and then whoever rolls the highest, that's whose watch they were on. See the top 2 or 3 people.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll roll for Alendro.
That's kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's generous.
That's not my watch.
Come to daddy.
Doesn't look like it's mine either.
So I can take Orik off the sheet.
Farewell, Orik. You were helpful.
Alas, poor Orik. Yeah.
Orik was at the bridge where you guys were crossing to leave Korvosa, and he had a tear coming out of his eyes. He's waving from the wall at Citadel Volcanic.
And down behind the wall where we can't see, he's got thumbs up going, yeah, I got equipment.
Yeah. He's going, we're going to die in our first adventure in Old Korvosa. Because we're 1 level under-leveled. All right. So let's see here. What did I do with it?
We got the top 4 are on watch. Oh, probably the top 2.
Oh, there it is. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's see here. Alendro and Ratatouille, give me some perception checks. And you could roll a perception check from someone from your group there, Alexis.
I'm gonna assume.
Just do 2 random rolls, whatever.
Yeah. Since there's no stats, I'm just gonna give him the same that I have.
Okay.
Perception.
Sounds good. Oh,
Look at that. They're paying attention.
that's that.
We'll say that was the scout because that makes sense.
All right.
Did you roll one for Alendro?
I did.
Oh,
He
you
shot
did.
at
There it is.
27.
Oh, yeah, he did good. Wow.
So let me see their stealth. See what their stealth's at. It's probably not the greatest. No, they don't even have. Okay. So let's put Alendril and Ratatouille. Alendril says, "Hey, we got incoming." To Ratatouille, and your scout notices something from the far side of the river. There's a little brook that kind of bisects the little forest clearing. You can make out Alendril says, "Wake up! Wake up!" And everybody's going to have to take 1 round to wake up.
And everyone, I guess they're in their tents or wherever their sleeping situation is not easily visible.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So it's going to take these guys around to get into the position that they're in. So Alendril is going to make a stealth check. Okay. And he shouts back to Ratatouille, "Ogres! Half a dozen!" Ratatouille. You can see a group of ogres making their way along, starting to pick up speed as they make their way through the underbrush. You can tell they were trying to sneak up on you, but they're so big and so clumsy, and they're still fairly far away. It's going to take them around to get to their spot on where they are on the map. Cast fly. Any movement you're going to take to the air? All right, moving in. Rampa, wake up.
Okay, I'm awake.
Yep, one action to stand up from prone and gather your gear, I guess.
Yep, grab my Naginata and take a 5-foot step.
Okay, cool. Mims. Yeah, Mims does the same. Darcel, you're not in your armor unless it's light armor.
Nope, I was in full change, so I was just in my PJs.
Okay, you can arm a shield though, or
Yeah, for now, yeah, so I stand up. I want to, it takes quite a while to get dressed in the armor, right?
yeah, it takes minutes. So if you wanna quickly, you wanna go into the equipment sheet, the inventory, and it says equipped right now, and I think the next one is not carried or carried. Yeah, you just switch it over to carried, or not carried, and then it won't calculate on your sheet.
Okay, the buckler's gone.
You could have the buckler on or right near you. You can pick that up.
Okay, yeah, I can just grab that.
Yeah.
The chainmail's just not equipped.
Okay.
And what else? Yeah, I think that's it. Yep. Okay.
Alrighty. Ogre moving in. Sasha, Sushi.
So, was I sleeping?
Yes, you're awake now.
Oh, and there's no sushi.
Oh,
So, sushi is summoned every day.
I see.
So I'll spend my round waking.
Yep. Do you wear any armor? I don't believe you do.
Mithril chain shirt. I'm
Okay.
guessing I could wear that.
You can sleep in that. Yep, that's fine.
So,
All right.
just a clarification. I'm assuming with all this retinue we've got that Darcel can have help putting his armor on.
Yeah, but it's still going to take a couple minutes.
And they would gladly help.
Only
But
quick action.
Yeah,
that's
Okay.
like,
the fight will be over by then.
yeah.
Well, 4 minutes,
Yeah.
Don Hastely's minute would be 5 rounds, but yeah, it may still be long over. Okay.
The I think you get a bonus to fight against ogres, don't you, Darcel? Fight against giants. Used to be in old editions. I don't know what's carried over, what hasn't.
Yeah, that would be under
Racial abilities.
under abilities, class abilities.
Okay.
Energy.
Alexis.
Oh, wow. That was
Okay.
fast. So I need to make sure I'm properly targeted on Nadia. She is going to get in the middle of our little group and do message on 6 key individuals.
Okay.
So can she, Alan Drill, are you hiding?
Yeah.
Can she see you? Nope.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, he slipped off. You can hear him though. He's somewhere to the north. He was the guy that shouted for you guys to wake up.
I think I got 6. There you go. Those 6 get the message.
All right.
Does the ogre have the giant subclass?
I believe they do.
Okay, then he gets a +4 dodge
Yeah.
bonus.
So I don't think it'll put it on your bar, but we know it's not everybody because she's limited on who can get it and who can't.
Okay, cool.
That's her action.
All right, excellent.
I gotta figure out how I did this before. Think. Obviously, she's in light armor, so she's gonna get on the horse and wake up Sundancer. Be like, Sundancer, we got some intruders, some action for you.
All right.
So I guess that would take, hey, wake up, stand up, get on the horse, wake up the horse, make sure everything's
Yeah, you can wake up and mount up.
arm self.
For
Yeah,
sure.
all that I would imagine is the turn, and then looking for the dangers. I think can Sundancer move, or is that too much?
I think by the time you would have to wait for.
Fair enough. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So,
Okay.
all right, that's it for me.
All right, let's clear the round. Alendril, first to go. So he's going to fire at Ogre 5 with his composite longbow. He hasn't leveled up yet, so let me just check.
Yeah, he said he hadn't leveled up yet.
That's okay. I just want to check. Does he get multiple shots? Rogue 5 is +3.
No, I think he
depending
needs to go one more level
Yeah. Not sure.
because he's got two minus one levels. First and fourth level rogue, or fifth level.
Okay, and then he 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Says there's at least 6. Ratatouille up in the air.
It's dark.
It is dark. You got 60 feet of dark vision. It's I don't know if it's completely dark. It's maybe like moonlit night dark.
I want this guy. I want to do
How high up are you?
35.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna cast a spell on this turkey.
All right. Well, that looks like a failure.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
Charmaster.
Oh,
Oh, buddy.
nice.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Hey.
How are you?
Okay. Bueno. Let's yeah.
My friend. Ogre 1, eh? All right. So let's make Ogre 1 friendly. Okay, Ogre 3 goes past Ogre 1. And do you want him to attack the other ogres?
No, we're just friendly. Like he'll probably keep attacking everybody else. I haven't told him to do anything.
Okay. Because his chances of saving are probably minimal. You can make a knowledge giant, I think it's nature. And you can guess at how good his will is.
Oh, it's horrible. Yeah.
Yeah. So even at a save at +2, he'd probably be willing to fight for you. Okay,
I just
so
now have a bunch.
yeah, all right. So Ogre 3 storming through the underbrush. He gets to there. That's his double movement. Sasha, he's coming in hot. Ogre 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Through the trees. It's kind of impeding us a little bit. They've got basically just huge sticks they're using. Sharpened sticks for javelins and like clubs in both hands. They don't look particularly well equipped. And they're jabbering back and forth. Ah, man flesh.
Now, if they beat us, they'll be well equipped.
There's one underneath Ratatouille. You're not even sure that he sees you or even looks up. Rampa.
Okay. 5-foot step.
Let me actually put him in. There we go. Proper squares.
Ogre 5. Okay. And I'm going to try to trip him, because I like that. Hang on a second. Where's my CMB? There it is.
You were not due. There is no try.
That's a trip.
Okay. I was going to say it's another +6, but that's fine. So on his way down, I will help him on his way.
That's a hit.
With a 23. That's a hit. He takes 19 points damage.
Okay. He howls in pain.
And I'm done. No, actually, I get a secondary attack.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah. 17 plus 4, 21?
Yep.
Unless you put prone on him?
I didn't even bother putting prone on him.
Okay. Another 21.
Okay, that's him dying.
Okay. And now I'm definitely done.
All right. Mims and they're gonna Darsel.
Okay, time for Holy Smite, 20-foot radius. Let me throw that out there. So 20-foot radius. Get as many ogres as I can. Yeah. Let me see if I can. Point this out there. So center, I think if I center it about there, 20 feet out, no. Okay. Yeah, I think about here. If I cast it there, I should be able to get Ogre 2, 3, 6, and I think it reaches 5.
All right. Go get him.
Let me just target them, so they have to use a node again. Around. Okay. So 2, 3, 2, and bear with me here. Okay, so I have to cast it first because there's a will save.
Correct. 2 saved. Holy smokes.
Okay, is it 46 or let me check the description again. Is it?
Let's see here. You're doing Holy Smite. Okay, so 1d6 per 2 caster levels. So 1, 3, 5. So yeah, so 4d.
Okay.
4d8.
4d8. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. That's one of the options.
48. Okay. And half damage for both, right? Or is it will save reduces the damage by half and negates the blinded effect. Okay, so I get half that. And then we'll drop that on. That was Ogre 3. And Ogre 2. And ogre number 6 is blind, I believe.
What did they say? Yeah, okay. So, what was it again? Half damage if they save and
Yeah. Blind if they're not. Let's see here. It's 20-foot radius burst, so Ratatouille's out of the burst. You're okay there?
such a creature by
Okay, so where's the blinded? There we go. Blinded goes on to ogre 6. I'll drop it on him. Blind for a round.
Okay. That matters that much, but I'll take one step farther back.
Okay.
5 feet.
You still have your boots on. You got a whole 30 feet of movement if you wanted to.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Right by my boots.
Yeah, you don't sleep without your boots on. That'd be crazy.
He's got 40 feet.
Yeah, that's true. 40 feet. Look at that.
Oh, no, sorry. Dwarves only have 20 feet movement anyway.
Oh,
don't
is
they?
that what it is? I can't remember.
Yeah, okay. So I'll park myself back there. And
All right. So smashing through the underbrush. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Bearing down on Alendril. Crashing through the trees. Sasha.
Considering it would take 10 turns to bring up the Sooth, I'm going to go find a leadership position and
Yeah, with Mims.
yeah, you know what? Yeah,
Making sure the strap hangers are safe. I get it.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
I'm making sure that the local animals are safe.
Yeah. All their horses and that.
Or
Yes.
good.
So this guy walks up and he's looking up at Ratatouille and he goes, "You're funny." Ogre 4. Ogre 8. 25, 35, 45, 55. There, that's as far as he gets. Alexis, you got ogres bearing down.
Yep, that's what it looks like. I guess we can go ahead and have Nadia do one performance. That wouldn't hurt, right?
Wouldn't hurt at all.
Oh, mechanically, let's see if I can get this done. Target friendly units. Oh no, that ogre's a friendly unit.
Yeah,
Does he count?
he counts.
Okay, he's getting inspired. By her, just instead of trying to tell a corny joke, she's just gonna do the oratory of "Let's get these guys and go back to bed." I'm tired. I didn't get all my sleep. All right, so inspire courage. That should be everybody. So that took a standard action. So as a move action, she's going to withdraw her crossbow. Because she didn't have it like in her hands, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So we were stupid. So clear that. And now's for the fun part. The ogre that's the most direct line is the one that's going to give Alendril a helping hand. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I know it probably goes through his thing, so if it draws, it draws. Come here, get the heck over there.
Let's see here. It's ogre number 7.
Does he want to hit the horsey?
Are you using your lance? Or-
Yes.
Okay. So you attack from 10 feet back. You have 10 feet reach with that lance, right?
I can, yeah.
So
Is
if
that an acceptable place?
yeah, if Sundancer wants to go straight up, he'll draw an attack. But Sundancer will also get an attack. Or you can do a lance.
What?
from there.
The lance can attack closer, right?
Yeah, but you could also do it from back farther and not take an AOO at all.
That's fine.
It's up to you.
I'm good with. We'll just do this. So since I moved on the horse, it's only one attack, even though I didn't technically spend a move action.
You
Okay.
can do a charge.
But it's still one attack.
Yeah, still one attack.
All right. So charge it is. Get the +2. Hopefully.
And you get the extra damage on the lance.
All right. I am okay. Good. It looks like it's working.
Boom. That's a hit. What is it? Double damage on a charge? You can just roll it twice.
Okay. It's a little better.
Yeah. Okay. So that skewers the ogre. He kind of pulls it out of his belly. He's kind of staggered there.
Oh, there's more to come if he's alive long enough to get another turn.
All right.
Clear targets and click the down arrow.
All right. Alandril draws out a kukri and goes to slit this guy's throat. He's going to step to there. Actually, draw the kukri, slit the guy's throat, and he still gets to move if he wants to. Yeah, he'll move back into the woods over here. Ratatouille. What's your name? I'm the bringer of fire. All right. Just lights those ogres up. A couple of them are dead. Ogre 5's got 89 points of damage on him right now. He's done.
That hurts.
Ogre 6, I believe, is dead too. Yeah, he's done too. So the forest erupts in flames. And the friendly ogre just stands there with, whoa! Ogre number 3 is where? Oh, he survived that. No, he didn't. He wasn't in it. Okay. Five, 10, 15. He's just barreling towards the wedding wagon and Nadia and Cheese and Gordon Gecko. It's mayhem. He swings his great club at the wedding wagon.
That's why you put stats on it, right?
Yeah. And let's see here. Crashes into the wedding wagon. Ogre number 2. Let's see here. 5. From there, he's going to throw a javelin up at Ratatouille. It's a miss. Rampa.
All right, I've targeted 7. I'm going to try and trip him.
Ogre 7 is unconscious.
Ogre 7 up here?
Ogre 7, yeah. I got him with 44 points of damage.
Okay, he's
Ogre 8.
oh dying. Okay, that's fine. It'll be Ogre 3 then. I'll take a 5-foot step because Ogre 8's dead too, is he not?
No, he's hurt.
All right, I'll still step back here
Okay.
and hit Ogre. So let me untarget 7,
Ogre 3, yeah.
3. I'm 28 to trip him.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And while he's there, on his way down. 16 probably doesn't hit him. Hurt him.
It might actually. No, it's a miss. 18 you need.
Okay. All right. Well, does Natty have a weapon?
Yeah, she pulled out her
Crossbow.
crossbow. Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. Crossbow won't help unless she's
Nope.
got a special feat. So I will. He's tripped anyway, so I will hit him with my second attack.
All right, let's put prone on.
Yeah.
So you could insult him, but that won't do any damage. You're ugly.
Yeah, it's a hit.
Okay.
19 is.
For 22 points.
Okay. That brings him down.
I think the cart wants some vengeance, right?
Yeah, he does. Darcel's gonna
Turn a weapon. Bit of ballista.
Darcel's gonna ride over back and forth on him 3 or 4 times.
Wow, that'd be cool.
Oh, hang on. I got to get myself done.
Now, Mims, Darcel, the revenge. There appears to be 1, 2, 3.
3 is dying, so
Yeah, 3's dying, 7's dying. 8, 4, 2. 1 is looking up, pointing at Ratatouille. He seems pretty amazed by him.
Okay. How about number 2? And I'll throw a searing light. Cast it first.
Got to get closer, I think. Unless it's, I think it's 25 plus 5 per.
Range. No, 100 feet.
Oh, okay. I stand corrected. That is a hit.
80 feet. Yeah.
That is a hit.
All right, and that's a 48 damage.
Boom.
Mix. Okay. Immediate threats. Ogre 3 is hurting, so I'm gonna back up a little bit more. Probably wander into the ogres on the other side, right?
No, Ogre 3 is dying, and there doesn't seem to be any ogres coming from that side.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that was fun.
All right, Ogre 7 dying. Let's see if he dies. Yep, he dies outright. I figured he would. Sasha.
I'll pull out the battle maps, plot things, pass my turn.
All right. Ogre 1 still staring up at Ratatouille. Ogre 4. 5. No, that's 10 actually. It's difficult terrain. 20. 30 to there. And swings at Rampa. Miss.
Nope.
This guy looks pretty wounded, pretty burnt. Ogre number 8. Same thing. Miss. Alexis.
I think Nadi's gonna shoot. Technically, they're in melee, even though they're kind of.
Yeah, but I'm not going to make it apply because you don't have to worry about hitting Rampa so much.
Okay. Nadia will shoot Ogre 4. Well, I think Ogre 8 is a clearer target.
Ogre 2 is also a clear target as well.
Okay, well, I was thinking about the bushes and stuff.
Yeah.
Trees. I don't know. So it just seems to me that 8 is probably more open. So
Okay,
that's what I'm
sure.
for. So
Plus they're big too. I mean,
the
they're almost 10.
bardic inspiration should have worn off
Okay.
because she's not redoing it, and it's still on. It's still on Alexis.
Yeah, I don't think we have a timer on it,
Yeah.
so we don't have to do it over and over again. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, if it's close, we'll adjust the number.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about these ogres doing a party
Right.
wipe or anything.
Yeah. Huh. Oh, there it is. Got it.
That's a hit.
Alrighty.
3 for the win.
I helped. I helped.
Yeah, dying.
All right. Alexis, watch that. He's down, right?
He's down.
Okay. Horizontal. So we'll go ahead and get the last or this one up.
You have enough space there to do a charge, technically.
Yeah. That's
So
what
it's up
we'll
to
do.
you.
Yeah. It worked last time. All right, make sure I'm on Alexis. I am. All right, I'm starting to get the hang of this swapping stuff.
All right.
I think. I don't want to say it and then screw it up. Lance. Yeah.
Still a hit.
Wow.
And it's double damage. Oh, quite dead.
So I hit him in the toenail and he died.
Sure did. He died real good.
All right, that's that.
Alendril. Let's see here. Leave that one to Ratatouille.
The ogre kill it. That's awesome.
All right, so there's one ogre that's dying, and a couple ogres that are dying. That one's dead. And then the friendly ogre.
I throw the bomb and I go over to him and I go, "Congratulations! You
What
are
did
now my
I-
Best friend.
Did I win something?
Yes, you get a prize.
Well, what is my prize?
I give him a platinum piece.
Oh, it's shiny. What's your name?
Oh, I'm a rat.
A rat. Nice to meet you, a rat. I'm an ogre.
So, does he have shitty gear? Is he
Yeah.
hungry? Is he like, what's his status?
Yeah, all of the above. He has shitty gear. He's hungry. He's out hunting. Over the course of how long does this spell last for? Ages, right?
8 days.
Okay, yeah. So over the course of some hours, you can talk to him, and you get out of him that his clan is called the Kriegs, and that some of his people, the ogres, have moved down south from a place from the mountains to the north, and they have taken over the man fort. And that him and his group are out hunting. They have to prove their worth.
The Manford is the ranger place, right?
That Fort Granick, is that the name?
I don't know the name of Manford. Just stupid wood walls. They break easy, and the men they were sleeping. We killed them all.
Who told you to do that?
Papa Krieg. He's strong chief. Strongest chief ever.
And they're living in the fort now?
Some of them, yes. They don't let us in the fort.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chief is there, or whatever his name.
I think, yes, I think so. They don't let us in. We have to hunt. Bring back to the man fort. Deer and bears.
What happens if you don't bring anything back?
We don't come in.
Do we want to genocide these ogres or ignore them?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It's not a bad
Very
idea.
There'll be a problem here.
Well,
Hidden behind.
You find out that there's a bunch of them in this area now. Most of them to the north. He describes the man for it as these many days, and he puts his hand up. You don't know if he can count or not, but it's at least 5 days to the north. You know that the Storval Plateau is about that far to the north. Whether the fort's up near there or not.
Does it sound like the fort at Turtleback?
It sounds like the Fort Rannick, the man fort. Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like the ogres have taken it over.
From what this guy's talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
So our destination was the ferry.
Yeah. Turtleback
what
Ferry,
is
yeah.
Yeah. What is the difference in destination to go to the fort? Is it on the way or beyond the ferry?
It's beyond. You're not really sure where Fort Rannick is. You've heard that it protects the area, the wilderness around Turtleback Ferry, that it's a day or so to the north. Where it is exactly, what its situation is, you don't really know. So that took place right here on the map. And you're a day away from Turtleback Ferry now. They don't have any treasure. They just have like some, basically great clubs, which are essentially just big logs, and sharpened sticks, which are essentially javelins. But they do have experience points.
Oh, we like those. We'll loot all those.
Loot the experience points?
Experience points for all my friends.
So I have a carpenter willing to help prepare that wagon. I don't know. Grossel's open to that. How much damage did he do to it?
He did 14 or 17 points of damage, something like that.
Is that so? Wood has a hardness. I assume that's 17 beyond the hardness of the wood.
I forget what it was. He can repair it in a day or so.
Okay. Well, we can just say he does it on
Yeah.
the off time.
Yeah, we can definitely say you guys are going to definitely make it to Turtleback Ferry tomorrow.
Cool.
And then he'll definitely be able to fix it all up after that. And I'll put anybody else down any hit points? I don't think so. I'll do an overnight rest so you can reset your spells, that sort of thing.
Cool.
I don't think we had anybody with the wooden legs, so I think we're okay.
There you go. All right. Turtleback Ferry. Let's get into the nitty gritty of this. Here. Turtleback Ferry. It's a small town of about 500. Nothing too crazy for amenities. They have, let's see, there's a ferry that goes across the lake. It's called Skull Ferry. There is a Church of Erastil. I'll ping these as we go. Let's see here. Okay, so as you guys come in from the south, the Turtle's Parlor is, I think that's the inn. So that's the inn. That's where you probably want to stop off first. The innkeeper, his name is Seston Orlandi, and he, it's just like a rustic country inn, and there's probably 10 rooms. He initially says for strangers, it's 5 gold pieces a night, which seems outlandish.
It is.
And for people with badges, I say intimidatingly.
What sort of badges?
Thingy
Putting
badges.
more type of intimidation.
Yeah, let's have a look. What's your intimidate come out to be?
Intimidate. Comes out to be
It's maybe 1 gold piece a night for people with badges. You all have badges, everybody?
Wait, you said 5 silver before and it went up to a gold?
No, 5 gold. He said 5 gold.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why it sounded outlandish.
I thought my intimidate was really bad.
It was a retimidate.
Intimidate, yeah.
All right.
Alexis
That better
can
be-
diplomatically explain that they're about to make some fat coin by having all of us stay there, and a good price is very appreciated.
Yes.
All right. So I'm assuming you want to take up most of the 10 rooms, if not all of them?
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll be 10 gold pieces total.
So that's a 19 on
I-
a 1.
That's
pretty good.
Yeah, that's still enough for a second level, whatever he is. So the Turtle's Parlor. Let's see here. All right, well, set to get those rooms ready. How long do you stay in for?
We'll reserve the week and go from there.
All right, well, 10 gold pieces, 70 gold pieces total then, if you're paying up front, or you can pay by the day. That's all right.
50 for the week.
Yeah, 50 for the week. He's kind of
Thrown in on 2.
he kind of looks like he kind of looks like he sort of maybe doesn't have any choice.
He's getting 50 gold out of us, even for a week. That's probably more money than he makes in a month.
Oh, you'd be surprised. He normally has a whole bunch of Black Arrow Rangers there, but they haven't been around in the last month or so. So you get him to open up, and he tells you that. Everybody can make a perception check as well. I'll roll for... that's everybody. That's camp followers and everything. If you can't beat a 30, don't bother rolling.
Yeah, I don't think any of them can. I don't think any of... Maybe the best chance is Shadow Dancer.
Talon trick.
Shadow
Yeah.
Dancer. What's up
Yeah.
with this?
Sundancer, yes.
Yes.
Sundancer
I could have
and Howland.
gotten, gotten an 18, but I rolled low.
Okay.
Well,
So here-
I could make a 30.
If you can make a 30, you shoot those bones, Randy.
Sundancer knows
No,
what's up.
not this time.
Okay. So he says, so and so, go help them with their gear and get the stables ready and stuff like that. Because you guys have maybe 10 horses now and all that stuff. Yeah. So a couple grooms and stuff like that are fixing stuff. And just as Alandrill's kind of poking you, Alexis, Sundancer kind of he rears his head, and as he does, he gets your attention, and one of the grooms is bent over, and on the small of his back, you can see the Sihedron symbol.
I thought he was going to kick him when he was bent over.
Give the horse a carrot. He's a good boy.
Yeah, and
Point that out to everyone else.
Yeah, Alendro says, "What do you make of that?"
Totally. Yeah, exactly.
Who's got the charm spell?
Not Ratatouille, that's for
Who you
sure.
want me to charm? Who you want me to charm?
The guy with the Sahedron on it is tattooed on his back.
Oh. Well, if I fail to save, he's gonna attack. If he makes the save, he's gonna attack us.
Okay.
He's probably a first level commoner. He's an employee at the inn who takes care of the horses. So he probably needs a 20. Unless it's just regular charm person.
No, charm monster.
Charm monster, he needs a 20.
Okay, let me get it on here. Where is it? Oh, come on. Charm. Okay. No.
Okay, yeah, I'll just roll a d20. If I roll a 20,
Yeah.
ooh,
We
it's
laugh
pretty
at
close. Okay, so you find out his name is call him Mike. And yeah, oh hey, nice to meet you guys. You look pretty well set up. Are you? What are you guys doing in town? What are you doing in old Turtleback Ferry?
I'm not the talker in the group.
Okay then.
Ugly rat.
All right, yeah, you are kind of ugly, but I like you. Yeah.
Noticed your tattoo there. Pull out one of our little necklaces that have his symbol on it.
Okay, so initially he kind of like tries to play dumb. Like, what tattoo? Oh, you saw that, did you? Yeah. Well, let's keep this on the down low, because like.
Is he emanating any evil vibes for detect evil? Kind of look at him a little bit.
Nothing evil per se. There may have been. I don't know how attuned your detect evil is. It just, if he was an outsider or something like that, you would definitely get something.
He's not a cleric that worships an evil deity.
No, nothing like that. No, nothing like that.
The tattoo itself doesn't emanate an aura.
No, and he's not necessarily an evil person. He might have done some underhanded things a little bit, but nothing crazy. He tells you that yes, ever since the paradise sunk, this tattoos are not really any good. What I did was Lucretia, the owner of the paradise, she told me that if I paid a one-time fee, I could get this tattoo and I could get special membership privileges at the casino. But well, it doesn't matter now with
what was her name again?
Lucretia. Yeah, she was a pretty red-haired woman. Yeah, you never been to Turtleback Ferry before? You didn't? You missed out on the paradise. It was a hell of a good time, I'll tell you that. Yeah, it was girls and gambling and booze and all kinds of stuff. Spent spent more than my fair share of time there winning, I'll tell you that. It was beats the hell out of working here, I'll tell you. But yeah, so that got me on the barge for free and got me some extra tokens at the gaming table and a couple extra privileges with the ladies and that sort of thing. It's a shame that the barge went down. It was it's all this damn rain. Probably. I don't know.
How long has it been raining?
A few weeks at least. Probably a better part of a month.
Non-stop?
Pretty close to it. Damn near every day.
Wow.
Yeah, they said it was a fire that sunk the barge, but I don't know. Seems suspicious.
Yeah, seems strange.
How long ago did this happen?
Oh, about a month ago. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more.
Anybody on board when it happened?
Yeah, a whole bunch of people. About 20 or so. Went down the same with the good lady Lucretia.
Where is
Rest her
Lucretia?
soul. Oh, she's at the
Oh.
bottom of the lake, I reckon. I can't imagine her having been anywhere else. Haven't seen her around town, so she must have been on the barge.
I heard there's some rangers in the area.
Yeah, Fort Rannick, they haven't been around much. I haven't seen them since the barge sank.
And ogres?
Yeah, starting been rustling around a little bit recently. The Rangers used to take care of all that, but yeah, got to be careful on those trails now.
I think the Rangers were all on the boat.
Maybe one or two, but not all of them. I don't think.
Sounds like you did.
I recognized a few of them a few times on the boat. Yeah, the Black Arrows they called themselves. Every once in a while, a couple of them steal into town from the fort. I don't know if they were allowed to be here or not, but
Any in town now?
no. Like I say, if there was any on the boat that night, they went down with it, and we ain't seen hide nor hair of them since.
Okay. Where did Lucretia live?
On the boat, yeah, it was her home and office and establishment. You like to gamble? Do you gamble at all?
Oh, yeah. Is there another facility open?
No, there's bottoms up, but it ain't the same. It's not a gaming establishment. It's just up the road there. He points just across the way from the stable. You guys are right here at the stable, and he's pointing right there at number 2. Bottoms up is it's a tavern. The Berthandy Kesker's been in a better mood ever since the Paradise sunk.
Who?
That's the tavern owner, a halfling fellow by the name of Berthandy Kesker.
Okay.
Yads too. Yads. He's not the mean one. Berthandy is. She's a bit of a piece of work. But yeah, if you want to get drinks, that's where to go. Like I say, they don't have games of chance or any ladies, if you know what I'm saying.
Hey, I thought it was a casino.
Nah, there's casinos at the bottom of the lake, my friend.
Oh. Then what's the point of going there?
It's a tavern
Yeah,
if you
gamble.
want to drink.
Oh, I want to gamble.
Ah, well, you're about a month too late.
Take one of the ladies. That'll be a gamble.
No, I'm hearing we need to go see what's happening with the Rangers. I don't know what you're hearing.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll give you the dime tour of the town. There's Bottoms Up, which is the tavern. Just basic tap room, nothing too exciting. Number 5 is Turtleback General Store. About as good as you're going to do is maybe 150 gold piece limit. It's mostly just mundane stuff. Number 4 is Iron Tooth Metal Goods, middle-aged human named Iron Tooth Draveni. He's got metallic false teeth. You got
Jaws.
he got smoked by a hobgoblin. He tells you the story. Hit him in the face with the club. He can sell you some armor, relatively mundane armor or weapons. Doesn't have anything exciting. To the north is the Turtleback Graveyard. They have like a little monument of in memoriam to all the people who went down on the Paradise in there, like a mass kind of grave sort of deal. Then there's Skull Ferry and Clay Bottom Ferry, respectively, 2 different docks. And then right here is the Church of Erastil. So the difference between Clay Bottom Ferry, once daily round trip service to Pendanka on the other side of the lake for the affordable cost of 2 copper pieces per passenger. And Skull Ferry provides a needed service across Skull River, which is the name of the river. I couldn't think of it. 1 copper piece per trip. There's a large bell on the far side of the river, allows the ferry to be called if travelers approach from the west. In case you need to cross the river.
Are there towns on the other side of the river to receive the ferry?
There's a place called Pendanka, which is it's mostly just fishermen and stuff like that. It's nothing worth seeing. Oh yeah, number 8. How could I forget? The Turtleback Schoolhouse. 1-room schoolhouse run by Tilly Hankinson, female expert. Prim but attractive woman who's managed to work wonders over the past few years with Turtleback's youth. Did I miss anything?
When in case attack, is that the idea?
What's that?
When
You
in
dropped
doubt,
out
attack.
at prim and attractive.
Oh, yeah. She's prim but attractive woman who's managed to work wonders over the past few years with the Turtleback's youth.
She's not an attractive redhead again, right? So I'm just going to assume any attractive redhead we attack on sight.
Yeah. I'm going to roll. I'm going to say this is a 10% chance she's a redhead. Doesn't say specifically. Yeah, she's redhead. Alexis doesn't detect any evil from her, though.
Dear.
Although...
We didn't detect from the queen either, did we?
You did not.
We didn't detect anything from the queen.
You didn't get
Yeah,
close enough
still.
to detect from the queen. You detected it from Avalexi, who was also a redhead. And Zanisha you detected from pretty fair distance.
So I think we should burn her.
She's a witch.
Is the schoolhouse an orphanage, or is it just a schoolhouse?
It's just a 1-room schoolhouse.
Where was she on the night of the ferry accident or the barge accident?
I think I was at home in bed. Sense motive. Okay, here's her bluff check. Give me the sense motive.
Wow,
Yeah,
pretty good.
she's a 4th level. All right. You think she's telling the truth? She seems pretty innocent.
Yeah, I believe her.
I still don't. But I think we ought to go find those rangers.
Does she know anything about the fort and the rangers?
She doesn't know a whole lot about that, but let's see here. Probably you want to talk to Balin Shreed, who's over at the Church of Erastil. Down
Be
here.
the sheriff.
He's more like the town leader.
Okay.
It's pastor and spiritual leader.
Okay.
Great. Let's do
Yeah.
that.
All right. Let's see here.
Just, I know this. You guys are assuming this, but the entire entourage is not accompanying us through town. We're not yeah, it's just our party.
30 people into every
every room asking all these questions. It's not intimidating at all.
every mount's
Alright,
coming
make
in.
room, push in, push back.
Shadow Mist, come on in. Okay, yeah. So you get to the Church of Erastil is actually it's the largest building in town. It's made of. It's got a stone foundation. It's made of wood. It's got a little church steeple with a bell. There's middle-aged man. Got a hunting bow over his shoulder. If you had to guess, you'd probably make him maybe about a third of your level, maybe a half. He's like, "Yeah, welcome to Turtleback Ferry. I'm Malin Shreed, the pastor here at Church of Rasta. I see some of you are worshippers of Saran Ray, and I see a symbol of a Rory there. It's good to meet good folk. These are dark times."
We heard about the trouble with the boat and ship, right?
Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of the Paradise Gambling Club, but sure did bring in a lot of business to the town. But it was a shame all those souls gone down to the bottom of the lake. I suppose it's a rastal. It's punishment for their sins. He does have a strange will. What brings you good folk to Turtleback Ferry? Are you the help that I sent for from Magdamar, by any chance?
What help is it that you need, perhaps?
Well, we're not a big city here or anything like that. We don't have much in the way of a militia. We always sort of counted on the Rangers up at Fort Rannick. The Black Arrows were good enough to take us under their wing, and Magdamar always kind of paid for it and funded it and made sure that it was always full of capable warriors. We ain't seen any of them in probably about the same amount of time as the disaster with the ferry, the gambling club.
Has anyone been up to the fort?
Yeah, we sent up a small group a week ago, and they have not come back. They were overdue by about 4 days now.
Take my wrist and rub against the badges on my chest. Say, well, we are the law.
He takes a look at that. He says, "Oh, Korvosa." I had sent message to Magdamar for help, but yeah, well, the good people of Korvosa, well, there'd be more than well.
We have badges from Sandpoint too, right? You're collecting them all.
Yeah,
I got multiple badges now.
He looks at the Sandpoint one. He says, "Oh, I never heard of that one."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're regional law.
Oh, like some kind of roving marshals. That's a great idea. I don't know why they didn't institute that beforehand. Well, it's good that you've come. This is
Yeah. I mean, we'll go look for them if you make me a badge for here.
Turtleback Ferry.
Mm-hmm. I want a TBB Turtleback badge.
Just one, I reckon. I can see that Iron Tooth makes you one for sure. Yeah, if that's what it's going to take.
Excellent. I'm sold.
Absolutely. Why don't you get yourself situated, and I'll meet you down over at the Bottoms Up. I've got a couple of maps of the region. You can get acquainted with the.
The question I was going to ask is the best way to get up there. Is it one of the ferries, or is there a path?
No, you want to. Well, I believe you want to be taking the road.
Okay.
The DM just has to find it. Here we go. So he says, "All right. Well, I'll make sure that everything's done here, and I'll meet you over there in about 30 minutes' time, and I will buy all of you a dinner. Thank you for coming."
No worries. It's what we do as the law.
Well, this is a new development. I'm about as happy as can be.
Yeah, so are we. Badges equal food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If we get that innkeeper to give us free rooms.
Oh yeah, good luck with that. Although I can maybe talk to him.
Yes, please.
Okay, I will. So let's see here. 30 minutes time. Feel free to walk around the town, and there's not much to see. It's a small place, but it's not Magnemar or Korvosa, that's for certain. Hell, it's not even Basilweef, but it's a peaceful place. It turns out that Pendaka is a tiny fishing thorp that you guys passed along the way. The only thing that you noted as you passed through there, because that was earlier today. Like, say you get the Turtleback Ferry around 4 in the afternoon. You probably passed by Pendaka around noonish. And the only thing that you saw of any interest there was there's an inn trading post. It was called the Wall-Eyed Wife. And that's where the Clay Bottom Ferry goes to. So that was...
Where on the map did the ship go down?
So let's see here.
Past where we've been, or further north, or west, or...
Okay, so on the map here, he makes sure that you guys all have food and drink, and he sets out a map on the table. You can tell that he's probably, like I say, about a 3rd level cleric, maybe 1st level ranger, something like that. He's got a little bit of skill. So let's see here. So, all right, ping mode. You are right here in Turtleback Ferry. The Paradise, and you notice there is a legend down here. I should probably put hexes on. So about 2.5 miles out into the middle of the Clay Bottom River, they can see the wreck burning in the distance. It's probably somewhere in there in Clay Bottom Lake. The lake itself can get pretty deep. Nothing prehistoric, glacial, or anything like that, but it can get 50, 60, 70 feet deep out near the middle. So it's not insignificant.
Has anyone investigated the wreck since it went down?
No, we don't have the capabilities of doing anything like that. And plus, there's the local fauna. Have you ever seen a giant gar, sir, or madam?
Yeah. In character, she would probably say no.
Yeah, it's
I think something that she'd seen.
a giant alligator gar will swallow you whole. And then there's the night belly boas that also swim in the river, and of course there's the legend of Black Maga, the local boogaboo, some sort of dragon that dwells in the river or in the lake. But yeah, that's just ain't been seen in millennia, decades, long time. Nothing in my time, but I've definitely, without a doubt, seen those giant alligator gar, and I've also seen the night balboa. They come up from across the Shimmer Glens, which are on the other side of the lake. It's a large fan, dangerous place. Sometimes you can see the witch lights across the lake at night on a clear night. And you got the Willow River and then the Skull River. They both feed into Clay Bottom Lake. You go north along the path, and it crosses over. There's a bridge over the Skull River about halfway or so. Then there's Fort Rannoch. It's about a day or so trek to the north. the Wyvern Mountains. The Storval Plateau is the only thing that holds back the Storval Deep. It's a massive lake. I've never seen it myself, but
The Grau Homestead, is that on the map? Like, our characters are viewing it or no?
He says there's in the Kriegwood. That's what you got to watch out for. It's probably about a dozen or so clans of inbred ogres, and
Is that worse than regular bread?
Yeah, I was about to say, not normal ogres, but these are inbred. Okay.
wow, yeah, much worse.
Royal.
These are bad dudes.
Now
The,
hearing that description, we reflect on Ratatouille's friend. Was that an inbred ogre?
No. No.
Okay.
That was like a run-of-the-mill ogre. And there's a bunch of them in the Kriegwood. And,
Now.
but the Grau Homestead is probably the only... It's kind of in between Turtleback Ferry and Fort Rannoch, so they know about it a little bit. Like the rangers at Fort Rannoch would say, "Oh, we had a run in with one of the Kriegs, or one of the Grauls." It's a family of ogres that have a homestead, probably about 3 or 4 miles inland off the trail, just past where it crosses at the Skull Crossing, or the Skull Bridge. I think it's called Skull Bridge.
Okay.
Says they're dangerous, very dangerous.
What is it? Bitter Hollow.
Let's see here, Bitter Hollow. See if he would know about that. Yes, he would, for sure. Bitter Hollow is a filthy remote thorp of about 50 hunters and trappers and their families. Single trading post called the Gator's Nest sits in the center of the settlement and regular trade with the gnomes of the nearby Sanos forest. Means that there's often unexpected items for purchase here. The Sanos forest is kind of like a little fey paradise on the far side of this these shimmer glens, which is a dangerous swamp. That's where all the night belly boas are, or where they come from, where they enter into the lake. The Ashwood, I'll give you the lowdown on the Ashwood. It's a pretty big forest, actually. While many forests in Varissia bear dark reputations, Ashwood's is legendary. It seems that everyone within 100 miles claims to have a relative, a friend, or a friend of a friend who personally encountered a ghost, werewolf, or other spook within the wood's brooding borders. And the bridge over the Skull River crosses just before you get to the Ashwood.
Guess why there's no markings within the Ashwood? People don't come back.
Yeah, it's the local boogeymen. Well, it seems like there's local boogeymen pretty much everywhere. There's the Ashwood, there's the Kriegwood, the Shimmer Glens. Claybottom Lake has its fair share. And then that's not to mention Storval Plateau and Storval Deep in the mountains. So,
I assume the water flows south.
Yeah, the water flows south. I'm going to roll dice to see. I'm pretty sure this guy would know about the... Yeah, okay, so he says, I don't know, and there's some sort of monument at the very crest, between the Storval Deep and the Skull River. The ancients must have built some sort of dam. You got some sort of spillway that when the waters of the Storval Deep rise too high, the spillway opens, and it allows for the river to flood a little bit, but it basically keeps everybody safe. With the rain from the last month or so, I'm starting to fear the worst. The dam, I don't know if you're familiar. I heard about things in Korvosa and Magnemar. They have these giant monuments of ancient times. Well, this dam is one of those. So like a bunch of skulls and that sort of thing, and that's where the water flows through. I've never seen it when it's been open or anything like that. I've seen it from a distance once when I was a younger man up at Fort Rannick. They took me up there. It's a dangerous place. It's called Skulls Crossing. I also heard north of Fort Rannick, it's a place called the Valley of Broken Trees. Rumor has it that, a few months ago, the Rangers at Fort Rannick were talking about some sort of giant has claimed the valley. They were in skirmishes with it. But yeah, if you could go up to Fort Rannick and find out what's happened.
It looks like the path to Fort Rannick passes by the Grau homestead, or at least pretty close.
Well,
to
you
it.
have to go into the woods. You probably, if you have a skill tracker, you probably see signs of their coming and going. They tend to keep to themselves sometimes. I don't know if they have some sort of uneasy truce or maybe a healthy respect for the Rangers at Fort Rannick, but they don't attack them on sight. It is not a show of force or anything like that, but it's a couple miles in, and be careful. There's foot traps and all kinds of stuff along the trails if you're going that way. They say that the clan leader's some sort of witch. They call her Mammy Grau. She's some sort of deformed witch. She's got a whole bunch of inbred children. I don't know what goes on up there, but maybe a couple dozen of them.
It looks like we got several leads to investigate here.
Yeah, it's good you come. I'll make sure that the rest of your time here is on the good people of Turtleback Ferry, and thank you for your investigating these things and commented so quickly. Like we only sent word 3 weeks ago. I wasn't expecting anyone for quite some time.
So I'm asking our group, did we get? We didn't get any kind of notification from the government of Korvosa or government of Magnemar, right?
No.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, you guys were in Korvosa.
Yeah, our clue to come up here came from us killing the Lamion in the tower.
Yeah, in Magnemar.
Right. Okay. So either Magnemar has ignored this guy's request, or someone else is going to come up here eventually.
Yeah. Well, if you have to think, I'm not sure how he would have sent message. Maybe he's got some kind of like bird or something like that he could send messages back and forth. Probably take a day or so, and then you'd have to look at. It took you guys the better part of 10 or 12 days to get up here from Korvosa, which is considerably closer. So.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens while we're here.
All right. So that's where we'll pick it up next time.
Excellent.
We'll have like an overnight rest. I'll do what I'll do is I'll do an overnight rest for you right now, so you can reset your spells. And I imagine you take out in the morning.
Yep.
All right. We'll pick it up there next week.
Great.
It's good.
All right.
All right, guys. Welcome to the Hook Mountain Massacre.
Uh-oh.
That is Chapter 3 of The Rise of the Runelords.
Spoiler alert.
Don't look at the cover.
So someone got massacred? No.
All right. See you next week.
Thanks.
All right. Night, everybody.
Yep. Night.